A list of the worst songs of 2017. All of them. Ha ha ha, aren't I edgy? No, seriously, I don't think music could get any worse in 2016. This year's music was so bad, I had to extend this to the top 20 worst songs. I've got to get through bloody 20, so I Mesa. And before we start this list, this is only my opinion though, not yours, so don't think I'm trying to force upon you. If at any point I say, how can anyone like this, that's not criticising people who like it, it's just saying that how can people actually find it enjoyable, you know what I mean? So, let's just get started. Starting the list of shame off is Read For with Your Song. This first entry may be a little unfair because a good deal of the reason it's on here is because it's overplayed, but good lord it is so overplayed it makes Uptown Funk look like a specialty. I mean, not that Uptown Funk's bad, but it was overplayed. I've already expressed how the song is disappointing, despite Ed Sheeran allegedly co-writing it, but just totally sucks. Incredibly generic lyrics and a goddamn annoying synth make the song unbearable. Capsule and Heart FM obviously don't agree, playing it like their life depends on pissing off the public. Read to Aura, your song is shit. Oh! Believe it or not, the first DNA on the list comes from Fall Out Boy with Younger Menace. I knew Fall Out Boy was going poppy, but I didn't mind until I heard this on some Try Not to Sing Along compilation. I should be ashamed. The thought process with this, oh Jesus Christ, what is this noise? This is Fall Out Boy. They've been utilising dolphin noises, sellouts. Let me do some research on the song. Wait, it came out this year. Oh god, that's going to be my worst on the 2017 list. Imagine what the non-pop fans must have thought when they heard this. They must mean ear rape for life. Number 18 is Heavy by Linkin Park featuring Kiara. Okay, this entry is a bit harsh considering time basically stopped after Chester Bennington committed suicide, as covered in many previous videos. But regardless of his death, the parents having One More Light is still a bad album. Heavy is the worst song on the album. The Dolphin noise makes Sorry For Now and Good Goodbye worse, but neither of those are singles, so we're going to have to stick with Heavy. I think that I overuse the term sellout a bit, but then again, I'm not the person who put Green Day, the biggest musical sellouts. Watch Mojo. The list of sellouts this year was pretty much kicked off with the worst culprits. Linkin Pop, we also had Papa More, 30 Sellouts to Mars, Borderline Papa Roach, and I just covered Sellout Noise. So what's wrong with Heavy then? Well, it's an obvious attempt to become relevant again by making electropop crap, which feels especially wrong after their metal-leaning return to their roots in Hunting Party. It features Kiara, the singer of that crap song Gold, and Chester's vocals sound horrible. Chester is being outperformed by Selena Gomez sound alike. Utter humiliation. Also loses major points for their probably intentionally ironic title. Chester Benson's last single, everybody. Fuck this. 17 is Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. Lots of people hate this song, so its place on this list shouldn't be seen as a surprise. An annoying talk rap style will make the song unbearable enough, filled with arrogant lyrics, including ones about as subtle as Casper's plagiarism. As for the music, well, it's a bit different from many of the stuff at the moment, but still garbage, about as minimal as Griffin's sub count, not to mention its unnecessary sampling of I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. At least Bad Blood was good, IMO, but this feud between Taylor and Katy Perry is ludicrous and is spewing out shit by shit by shit. And guess what became her first UK chart topper? Out of all things, this. So what's coming next? A diss track about Calvin Harris, or has that already happened? It probably has. Spot 16 goes for Big For Your Boots by Stormzy. The grime disaster piece has been lucky to not get one of these lists before, but his time is up. He became mainstream this year, which has covered many issues, mostly bad collaborations. We'll get to that. This song does have a slight upside over some of his other songs for at least having a chorus. It's got a pretty awful beat, consisting of stupid sounding shakers and, mainly in the intro, dolphin noises. Not to mention his hypocrisy doing a song about being big for your boots. Stormzy seemed like a bit of an arrogant knob himself in his lyrics. A couple of lyrics nitpick, all the tings, you're not Jamaican, just please stop. And also it contains the line, next year I'll learn how to play guitar. Well, good luck, you need to make a good song, probably. Talentless bellend. I think it's time to bring back a classic catchphrase. Savage Mode Engage! Ferocious 15 goes to French Montana and Sway Lee with Unforgettable. I think what me off most about the song is its title. It's drowning irony because it is very forgettable. Fair to it for being dancehall instead of awful mumble rap crap. But I think dancehall has lost its quality now. Just two auto-tuned idiots bouncing around a seemingly endless generic beat, with French Montana, the lead artist, only coming in the second verse. Also the video gets under my skin too. Without being a I'm sick to death of all the videos shot in LEDs for publicity. Moving on. 14 is Solo Dance by Martin Jensen. Ah, the generosity is haunting me. Hate it from the start, hate it now. Tropical House kind of did f*** off this year, which is great, but this song is one of the mains. While it doesn't have any dolphin noises like most of the others, the beat is super generic and has dance, dance, dance as its hook. Maybe if this was 2015, I would have thought it was cool. 13 is Boys by Charlie XCX. Oh Doctor, if you thought the first name on this list weren't so bad, think again, as a meter of shame just went a whole step up. A song that's only famous for its video, but oh, look at the boys in the video. Charlie Puth is in it, Joe Jonas is in it, a lot. There's Brendan Urie and Ollie Sykes. Can't be a good time for Bring the Horizon's next album. This video is supposed to be a retaliation to the many videos where women are sexualised, which I guess is fair enough. It's directed by Charlie XCX. Wait, how the hell does she know who Ollie Sykes is? Anyway, don't let this distract you from the fact the song is absolute garbage. I totally can't stand Boom Clap, but this song is musically worse. An extremely boring electro-pop song with, wait for it, Super Mario coin collecting noises. Charlie 10 110 actually used Mario noises in order to stay relevant. 2017, everybody. Number 12 goes to I Spy by Kyle featuring Lil Yachty. Oh Christ, this is a disaster. Maybe it's not as repetitive as lots of the other trap crap, but it sure as shit makes up for that with the nominee for the year's most cringe-inducing lyrics. The chorus sounds cute at least, being logical by not going for an excessively popular girl. But easy for me to say, but it becomes painful with the line, turn to my wife, and then pretty much the rest of the song, being filled with profanity and creepy and / or sexual lyrics. One of them is, all my bitches come in pairs like balls in my nutsack. I push my fingers into my eyes! And also, one of the worst videos of the year, just look at this! Just missing out on the top 10 is Shape of You by you-know-who. I've spoken over the song about 30 times on my channel already, so you'd be surprised I'm on the top 10. Damn, this is like the biggest song of the year, and it's really hard to like an artist when their biggest song is atrocious. I guess certain Nirvana fans have that issue, you know, the ones that agree with Kurt on disliking Smells Like Teen Spirit. So, if you're new to my channel, why do I hate it? It's an attempt to make a teen pop song for the radio, not that it failed or anything, given its success. It's got very blatant sexual lyrics, how it goes off with DNC for at least being subtle at times. And its hook is, I'm in love with your body. Nope, that's not Ed losing a songwriting ability, because Divide is a damn good album. It's just that this song sticks out like a strawberry quality street, like a bounty celebration. Well, I actually like them, to be fair. The more radio play and popularity it got, the more I hate the holy hell out of it. Just like you thought things couldn't fall off more, Stormzy decided to throw himself into it, so now my mom likes that man. Please don't torture us again, Ed. Well done on perfect for getting to number 1. Into the top 10, and first up is Rockstar by Post Malone featuring 21 Savage. Out of all the identical boring generic trap songs of the year, this one stands out to the top of the charts in both the UK and the US. What's so special about this generic trap song compared to all other generic trap songs? Really pisses me off. I'm sick to death of all the shitty rappers pretending to be rock stars when they probably never picked up a guitar or heard a concept album in their lives. Big issue with one of the most insulting and pretentious songs of all time, Black Beatles. While the Post Malone case is actually pretty iffy because people claim he likes all genres, performs rock songs live and even plays guitar, pen and paper out, Stormzy. Well, I've not seen any evidence of this. As far as I know, he's not even close to making rock. He's just another brick in the grave. Also, I don't get why people think Post Malone's really talented because he plays guitar, yet Shawn Mendes gets written off as another generic teen pop star. The song even shamefully name-dropped late AC/DC frontman Bon Scott, double hobble, considering Malcolm Young also passed away in 2017. Nail length in inches of 9 is Despacito. Oh, gosh. Some of you may be surprised this isn't higher, but shush your mushes. I don't really care whether this is a version with or without Bieber. It sucks either way. The whole bandwagon of Latin music surging into the UK charts all started here. On 3 separate occasions this song was number 1 at a combined total of 11 weeks. I guess people should look back and gain themselves a work of art. I've literally spoken to this song every opportunity I get, usually it's a casual bash. If you're new to my channel, a casual is someone who only listens to current popular music and nothing else. Either this or Shape of You is the biggest song of the year, I don't know yet, but we're f***ed either way. Spanish Spazza versus Sexual bag. Also, just to add further insult, it quickly became the most viewed video on YouTube, but not the Bieber version. Hahaha, ain't that funny? You got the song popular and lost credit in the end. What an awful song. Number 8 is Me Genty by J Balvin and Willie William. And suddenly Despacito doesn't seem so bad anymore. At least that song has entrance and, let's face it, is memorable. Same can't be said for this wreckage in a bottle. Any quality the song does have is killed off by the awful sounding lead that sounds like someone grunting during sex. Obviously I would know. once again got boosted for my vocal remix, this time by Beyonce, but it's not like she could save it or anything. God knows how anyone could listen to this. I'm sure the people that do are the same the colour is whenever they hear distorted guitar. I don't know if they're big in Spain, but I doubt J Balvin and Willie William will have another hit. Number 7 is I'm the One, and I'm going to have to pick up my script because I can't quite remember all the artists in it. DJ Carlin featuring Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, Quavo and Chance the Rapper. It hit number 1 in the goddamn UK, giving Lil Wayne and DJ Carlin their first number 1s in said country. Yes, DJ Carlin, the person who does jack in his songs, but I'd shout his name at the beginning. Even Bastard Capital made a joke about this. At least Wild Thoughts has a guitar. I know it's from a Santana song, but it sounds coolish, okay? This is one of the most generic and forgettable songs of the year with no substance whatsoever. A bland chorus, a song that's only big because Casual lost their mind when they saw Bieber in it, and featuring 3 shitty rappers. One of them being qualified from Migos. Why is he on so many goddamn songs right now? I didn't have a big issue with the song getting to number 1, as during a phase when songs only lasted 1 week at number 1, this being one of them, but that does nothing to change the fact that this song is about as memorable as your drunk calls, as Jay from In-Betweeners would say.
Oh, f*** off, you fat wanker.
Just outside the top 5, miraculously, is Migos with Bad and Bujji. Here we go with one of the worst things to exist in music today, Migos. A trap song that's even worse than Rockstar. The amount of profanities in virtually every fucking line make it completely unlistenable. And guess what also hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? This excellent sandwich. Bujji, what I even mean? Some nonsensical black guy turned by the sound of things. About as forgettable as an insect that crawls into your mouth when you're asleep and unaware of it. Further annoyances include the sound effects at the end of each line. And despite Migos featuring group, it still feels the need to copy out everyone else and feature another rapper. If this ever gets considered a classic, we're all fucked. Number 5 is Powered by Little Mix featuring Stormzy, or does it sound like Little Mix featuring Stormzy, Satan, a statue goes, hold up, or something, and a dolphin. This one's likely to trigger people, especially the butthurt Little Mix fanbase I've clashed with numerous times. Play the siren. Although I actually liked Touch a couple of singles back, when I heard Stormzy was going to be in power, I knew there'd be a stream of issues, but my head wasn't wide for how bad it'd actually be. She had already started with some low-key dolphin noises. There's a goddamn hook of this song, and it features a double disaster of sexual and female empowerment lyrics. What the hell is wrong with male empowerment songs? Thing is, Little Mix, all of them can actually sing, but they showed bug all talent in this song. Perry and Jessie sounded terrible, the former shrieking in an awful way that she can't be understood, and Jessie, the one with a bigger face than her modesty, trying and failing to rap, and the weird motorbike bit at the end. And Stormzy needs no introduction. This collaboration is especially bad considering he's done a song with Linkin Park, a song, but a song. The quicker these harlot dresses off out of the industry, the better. Hit the double! Oh god, for the last time on this list! 4th place is Calvin Harris featuring Frank Ocean, and yet again, Migos. God. I've kind of softened on Calvin Harris's more recent stuff ever since Fields came out, considering that's his best in years in my opinion, but it doesn't change a lot about Slide. It's so bad, when I first heard it, I nearly cried. Not to criticise someone for changing sound, but going for this super boring, super meaningless hip-hop crap, what the hell was he thinking? It does get kudos using proper instruments, but the instrumentation still feels basic, and there's crap vocalists. Or at least they seem like this and that song anyway, as people tell me Frank Ocean's pretty good. But in this song, he sounded like he wants to hang himself, which to be fair was me when I first heard this song. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Offset and Quavo with Migos. So Migos count, that's 3 times Quavo's been on the list, twice for Offset, and still once for, what's the other guy's name? Takeoff. Living awful verses themselves. Who thought it was a good idea to put Frank Ocean, a homosexual, with Migos, a homophobic rap group? Add on some dolphin noises, not only between lines in the verses or choruses, I can't remember, it feels like there's no beginning and no end, but throughout the outro, and this is what you came for, now feels like a blessing. My 3rd worst song of the year is Swallowed by Jason Derulo, featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Nicki Minaj. More or less the definition of nonsense, even the title is gobbledygook. Jason Derulo has had some decent songs, as well as bleeders like Talk Dirty, but Swallow is a nail in the coffin. As well as the nonsense lyrics, the hook is goddamn awful, sounded like someone went into the B-techiest of DAWs and hit the most generic synth available. Nicki Minaj was right when she says that every line sucks. Ho ho ho. The video is also pretty goddamn shit too. What did I say about dancehall losing its quality? The festival for lyrics can be explained though, as one of the songwriters was Lunch Money Lewis. Remember him? Maybe he wrote this song because of the bills he's got to pay instead of working every day. Oh Jesus. Just missing out on being ranked the worst of all is Mo Bounce by Iggy Azalea. Talk about the worst ever attempt to become mainstream again, relevant again. Absolutely crawling with curse with an ear-rapingly repetitive hook consisting of Mo Bounce, 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 bounce in the motherfucking house. Weak as they came out with this excuse saying motherfucking in the video. It's attracts a relevant amount of hate with somewhat poor like-dislike ratio in the YouTube. What annoys me even more about the song, she's already had a song called Bounce back in 2013, which is actually right compared to this brown stain. I'm pretty sure it's never really hit because even the Americans couldn't take this. However, New York posted this, the strong comeback she desperately needs. Yeah, that in the same way, Charlie XCX, an experimental pop and punk rock artist. Seriously, Wikipedia, what the f*** is all that about? And the Crown of Thorns is awarded to It's Everyday Bro by Jake Paul, featuring Team 10. I may have accidentally low-key spoiled this in my reacting video of the song, but I can see why it's one of the most hated videos of the internet, the second most disliked music video to be specific. The Sweatshirt of 2017, at least Jake Paul is old enough to make a song. Not to be harsh, when you're 13, you're young and dumb and trying not to be broke, but yet the cringe lord made it even worse. Rappers in Team 10 do f*** all throughout the song anyway. For starters, they're called Team 10. Team 10. The song contains possibly the worst lyric I've ever heard. England is my city. Just f*** off. The YouTube atrocity somehow got worse too when they switched the language. I can't remember if this was before Despacito or what. The Spanish part delivered the final blow. J. Paul had better get lost like Jacob Sartorius did he? Don't know what Jacob's doing now. But I guess with Rebecca Black to blame for this kicking off this badly thought out trend of novelty YouTuber songs. Not even freaking finding ones like Joella's Kitty either. Deserves every inch of his hate. Those are the top 20 worst songs of 2017. Will 2018 be better? Probably not, but it's pretty unpredictable. Our mainstream music, please get more diverse.